As the old earth and its institutions crumble and fall away, as you say, what will happen to our medium of exchange, like money? And what will we be doing to use a medium of exchange if we will need one at all? And how will that bring us into the future?
Well, there will be an interim of time to adapt to changes as the consciousness shifts. And there is a lot of worry about that interim period. After the interim period, there will be a time in which you will not exchange money as a currency in the way in which you do now, for the economy in which you are currently operating in will become obsolete. And there will be great changes in a short period of time as artificial energies will be able to perform many things, and it will break open if you are able to hold a sense of ethical, moral conduit toward the implication of these energies. It will lead you into opening up space for innovative and creative energies and frequencies. It is that the communities will be built together in different ways, in domes and spheres of ecosystems and places of being that is very different from how it is that you are now. And it is that we want you to know not to worry about this money, because many of you are worried that your money is in the stock market or in the bank, or that it will collapse or it will go away and you won't have any money. But if that were to occur, it will happen to everyone simultaneously all at once. And it is not that the entire planet would become destitute, for an emergence and a quick solution would arise and a change would happen at a rapid pace. So it is very important to release fear around the future and money and how it will work, and to worry about whether you will have it or you will not, and to trust in the unfoldment of what will take place, knowing that from the collective and much larger perspective, you are all moving to a place in which abundance will reign on your planet, as free energy will be something that will come into your awareness at a fairly rapid pace. And that will also begin to amplify the extinction of this separate hierarchical structural formation in which your societies to date have been built upon, as you will give birth to new ways of being, and your desires for material objects and things, and a sense of status in relationship to the ego and title and desire and idea of the material will not be as prevalent within your psyche, for the need for it will not be as strong, for you will have met other aspects within your emotional body that fulfill you on a deeper, more spiritual, profound level, in the fulfillment of your own energy and the design of your purpose, in which the need for the consuming economic form that has been overshadowing you as a collective of purchasing many things and simultaneously disregarding them, creating pollution and a lot of excess on your planet, will be shifting into a whole new way of being, as this old way will begin to disappear. And so we want to put aside at this now moment fears around money, fears around the future, and invite you all to focus on how you can be of service, aligning with your purpose, what is of great value and importance to you. Yes, creating beauty around you, and abundance and enjoyment, and even luxury if wanted or needed, to feel at ease and peaceful and blissful places that are beautiful, etc., is deeply allowed in a sense or supported, but things will shift in that more and more all around the planet will come into a state of having their needs met. All who will have food, all will have water, all will feel a sense of security and safety within their own being and energetic body as this transition takes place. In linear time, how long will it take for this transition to occur? It can take quite a bit of period of time, perhaps a few decades until you can come into this new state of awareness. And so in the meantime, you might feel an uneasiness as the old forms and structures and banking systems shift and change. But you must trust in the fact that everything that you need will be provided for you, and that all that you have that is mirrored in your experience is in relationship to your consciousness and your knowing and your worthiness and the love that you carry for yourself and the reflection of that light on the planet. And so there is no worry of lack or discerning that things will fall apart and that you will be left on the side starving without things, or that that in which you have saved will fall away, because you must remember that in itself is also an illusion. It is a number on a piece of paper or in a building in which you cannot touch. It does not really exist other than an energetic implant that you have convinced yourself that keeps you safe, that allows you to have an exchange of energy for the goods and services in which you are wanting at any time. And that energy that is exchanged in order for you to feel safe and abundant, to have everything, is dependent upon not the dollars in the bank or the euros in the bank, or whatever currency it may be, but the vibration that you carry brings you into the flow of magnetism in which everything in your experience comes in divinely and in the perfect moment to provide for you every and all things that are needed at any given time. We recognize again our answer is long, but this is an in-depth subject in which we could speak on for a long period of time. But we also were wanting you to know that there was a time in which, before you dropped into a state of fear, where you as a collective remembered that you were the master creators of your experience, and that abundance and energy and everything that was needed was provided for you. And until you lost that trust and you forgot that it was always provided, and you felt that you had to move into separation and individualization in order to create on your own and to compete against one another, you fell into a state of lack in which you were always striving for something more. And once that something more was reached, you were striving for another and another, as if the carrot was in front of you, always just out of reach for the next thing, or the bigger bank account, or more to have. But that vibration is disappearing as you are realizing that in the quickening of a moment, the creation comes from not outside but from within, for it is simply a mirror of your vibration, and anything in which you are needing to feel in a sense of safety and to feel content and full within your belly, provided for in an abundant way, is and always has been and always will be provided for you, as long as you know that that is true.